Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, and welcome to the Spring 2025 Fosterpreneur graduation. I am so delighted to be here with you all today. I'm so excited that I don't even want to turn off the music. So let me turn off the music so you all can hear me. And I am sorry about the background noise. But yes, welcome to the 2025 Fosterpreneur graduation. For those of you who don't know, my name is Erica Myers, and I am the founder and CEO of Fosterpreneur. And I am so delighted that you all decided to join us to celebrate our recent Fosterpreneur graduating class, and particularly celebrating Chanel and Remy, who are entering in a new stage of their entrepreneur journey, which you will hear more about momentarily. And for those of you who are not familiar with Fosterpreneur, we provide entrepreneur support and resources to alumni of the foster care system and underserved youth so they are inspired and equipped with mindset development and coaching to become successful entrepreneurs. So during this past spring session, we had 4 entrepreneurs embark on their business journeys with us, and we had 2 entrepreneurs successfully complete the journey. So, one of the things that I know to be true, and I know that for so many of you all joining in, you know that you cannot do anything alone. So, when it comes to how we do things at Fosterpreneur, we have a small yet mighty team. And I want to do a special shout out to our lead business coach and chairman of the board, William Honeyblue, which you will see and hear from a little later. Also, Deidre Watkins, who is our secretary of the board, and Anthony McCrary, who is our treasurer. And I also want to do a special shout out to Naya Taylor, who has served as our chief of staff, and Justice Georgie, who has been our social media manager. I'm so excited because prior to this graduation, we did not have those 2 additional team members. So I am absolutely excited to just share that our team has grown. We are still small yet mighty, but we are a growing mighty team. So shout out to the team because you all know I could not do any of this without each and every one of you. Okay. Can you all confirm if you can still hear and see me? I was just having a few technical challenges and I just want to make sure that you all can hear me. So if you can confirm that in the chat, that would be awesome. Perfect. Thank you, Remy. Thank you, Ashanti. And what I would like to do, because I'm sure you all are wondering who exactly we are. I mentioned what we do, but one of the things that we know that is really important is for you all to know how exactly we do what it is that we do. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to briefly pull up a video that really encompasses what our program is and how we provide support to alumni of the foster care system.
My name is William Honeyblue Jr., and I have the privilege of being the chair of the board and the lead instructor for Fosterpreneur Incorporated. And I want to tell you a little bit about what we do and why we do it. Our mission is to provide entrepreneurial support and resources to alumni of the foster care system and underserved youth so that they are inspired and equipped with mindset development and coaching to become successful entrepreneurs. Our vision is to develop a new generation of leaders who achieve their dreams, live their passion, and are able to be their authentic and whole selves. Underlying our mission and vision is the knowledge that personal characteristics like resilience, tenacity, adaptability, and problem solving are as important to entrepreneurs as funding, experience, and education. Many alumni of the foster care system have those characteristics that will propel them to be successful entrepreneurs. We believe that with our trauma-informed approach to entrepreneurial training and social emotional support, we can help these leaders grow their businesses and their dreams. At the core of the Fosterpreneur model is the social, emotional, and business support we provide. We provide the support to not only people who are actively in a Fosterpreneur cohort, but we provide the ongoing support to members of the alumni network as well. We do weekly check ins while they are in the Fosterpreneur program. We provide them opportunities to network with business leaders and other professionals who may be able to be resource partners in the future. Each of them receives business mentorship on an on demand basis. We have a knowledge library of videos and books and articles that they have perpetual access to. We are developing and growing our very robust alumni network, and they're able to access that during and after the program. We have business evaluation tools and data gathering tools that they have access to and can continue to use as they grow their business enterprises. We do monthly check-ins once they become alumni of the program, and we also try to help them find access to capital. There have been a couple of our alumni who we've been able to help access capital and other resources to grow their business. And most of all, our trauma informed approach, where we focus on helping them make decisions, gather information, and navigate the sometimes rough emotional waters of being an entrepreneur. The Fosterpreneur model focuses in on practical application of business principles. So we take all of the aspects of business and we break them down into the decisions that need to be made and the activities that need to be engaged. We start off by focusing in on the mindset. We start to get our members of our cohort to understand the genius that they bring to the table, how to get beyond some of the limitations that other people will place on them in their entrepreneurial journey. We also focus very heavily on ensuring the distinction between facts and feelings. While they are both important to business development, it is important to understand where they are different. We talk about the target customer and how that informs the market. We talk about not just traditional marketing, but really focusing in on the practical application of making your target customer aware that your business exists. Then we transition from that awareness into the engagement, which would be similar to a traditional sales model where we get the customer to commit to giving them money. And when you move beyond engagement, it's delivery, where you actually deliver your service or your product to your target customer. And evaluation is part of our process for everything. When you are looking at the regulations, that's more about the business environment and the landscape, and that includes your contracts, your government agencies, and things like that. Operations focus on the management of the business, who's in charge, who does what, and what activities do they engage. And then there's risk. What are the things that are going to disrupt the flow of money, to harm your reputation, or to expose you to legal liability? And finally, how does all of this work to describe the story of your finances? And how do you navigate your finances in a way that helps your business grow? All of these things together is what we believe makes Fosterpreneur special. Thank you for your time, and let's continue with the graduation.
Thank you so much, William, for the overview. It's always a great reminder, just for myself, but also for our audience, just to know how it is we do what we do and why we do what we do. So thank you so much, William. And now I am so delighted because I have the opportunity to brag on our graduates. So I am going to start off with Remy. And I know Remy and Chanel, you guys are backstage and you are probably semi prepared for this, but it's okay. I know that you guys are you know how to rock a mic. You know how to come all the way through. So I'm going to just share some special gems and reflections on each of you. And then for me, I will call you up if you're able to, just to come and talk about your experience and your business, because we're live and this is a chance for you to get some more clients. So why not? So the past few months, I've had the opportunity to work really closely with this cohort and to attend nearly every single session. And Remy, I just want to say you brought something that was absolutely magnetic and electric to our cohort. Your vulnerability, your ability to just come and elevate other folks and create the space where we can have sessions that are 3, sometimes 4 hours long, where you guys are going in on just your experiences, your challenges, your successes, and you are somebody who has such innate leadership skills. I am blown away by your wisdom. I'm blown away by your poise. I'm blown away just by everything you've been able to do at such a young age. And just from learning more about your story, your background, and just everything that you've been able to do in Indianapolis. I should say in Indiana, because you're not in Indianapolis, and in Chicago, and the pillar that you've been for your family, and how you've been able to completely step up in so many ways, not only for your siblings, but just for other foster care alum all around. It just warms my heart so much. So, Remy, congratulations. I am going to, if it's okay, bring you up to the stage so you can talk about what it is that you do. But just know that even if you're not able to, we'll make sure that the people know everything that you do. So, I'm going to bring you up to the stage now, Remy.
All right, am I here? Can we see me in here?
Yes, I can see you, and I'm going to remove myself so you have the full floor, okay?
All right, thanks. Well, hi everyone. First, my name is Remy Morris. I think you see that on the screen. I do want to first talk about just my experience going through this mentorship and acknowledging that I'm a first generation to do a lot of the things that I've done: graduate, go to college, start a business, etc. And so, navigating through what that has been like without mentorship, without guidance, without advice, without a thought partner. And so, to be able to be in this space and to have access to the spaces where I can just talk and grieve, and also like, because things happen. I have lots of life happening throughout everything. And so just to be able to talk about the challenges and have people who understand me and could guide me. So that was so important to me. My family is there for me for a lot of things, but I also recognize the capacity in which they have to support me through things that they haven't gone through themselves. And so they're proud of me. And I just went out to seek out some support, and that's what I found in this space. And so thank you all so much for all of that. But to talk about my business, so I am the founder of the collective. And if I could tell you what I do, well, first I have to tell you who I am and what I come from. And that is, I am the second oldest of an 11 sibling group, which is a lot of people, which is a huge part of my identity. I love being a big sister. Two of my siblings have intellectual disabilities. I had a brother who dealt with some physical disabilities because he was born at 4 months. My mom has less than a high school diploma. And so we were navigating this really complicated child welfare system for over 12 years. And it was challenging, it was hard, and we suffered in that system because we didn't understand it. And naturally, being the person in my family, I started to learn the system for survival, not because it was so interesting, but because we had to survive. And so I learned about the system, and then I taught it in ways that my family could understand, again, recognizing their limitations and their capacity. And so it was just something I naturally did. And then I moved into the workspace and child welfare and continue to do that. And so I thought, whoa, how do I teach other people how to do the same thing? How do I teach them how to navigate this extremely complicated child welfare system? And where we are today is my 5 younger siblings were adopted by an amazing mom. That's actually where I am now, where she has unfortunately been forced to deal with all of us. So she's adopted this entire family. So what we thought we were losing, we've doubled. We are a much bigger family. My family is a very active bio mom who still parents. We have an adopted mom. We have myself who parented my siblings, as well as a host of workers throughout those 12 years who've stuck around, which was never like a reality that we were taught about. And so basically the collective acts as a guide, a map on how we ended up being this family that was suffering in a system to being this really, really unique family that made it through the system. And so we are teaching through our experiences. So my family, they are built into all that I do. And so we're teaching people how we did it while we're also still figuring it out. I do that by creating equitable and accessible trainings in child welfare. And I talk about the things that people don't want to talk about. So not just how many closets you can have in a room for kids or how many kids can be in a room. I talk about the things that are super important, like how to deal with things like weaponized incompetence, parenting from the viewpoint of an older sibling. So I teach all the like nitty gritty as well. And I do that in a lot of different ways because I believe that knowledge is a privilege. Not everyone can wake up and do a lot of the work that many of us do every day. So I've done that by creating workbooks. I've done that by creating games. Like I created a card game. I've created lots of really unique trainings, again, to think about how do we teach people in a way that makes sense for them so that they don't suffer in a system, because people shouldn't suffer in a system simply because they don't understand it. And again, I do that in a variety of ways. I speak, I do keynotes, I do consulting. And again, that is with like organizations. And then when I am working directly with families who are dealing with things like trauma and a lack of like a certain type of education and not a college degree, I'm making sure that I teach them how to navigate the system in a way that makes sense to them, make sure that they understand it. They can read it in a book, they can read about it in a journal, they can write about it, they can learn about it, they can sing about it, they can play a game about it, because they deserve to know how to navigate the system. But yeah, that's a little bit, because I am a yapper. I will take responsibility for our sessions going so long. I am unfortunately a yapper, so I will stop there. And if there's questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll make sure I'm responding there. And thanks again, y'all.
I'm on mute. Thank you again, Rumi. Congratulations. I am going to send you backstage now. So you'll have another chance before we wrap up if you want to say any additional remarks. So thank you. I can go on and on about you, but sometimes I can be a yapper too. So I'm going to stop and bring Chanel to the stage. So our next graduate that I am going to bring to the stage is the one and only Chanel. And Chanel, before I bring you up to the stage, I want to tell you, I still remember our first conversation before Fosterpreneur started, and you were somebody who were just juggling so much, from working, from school, from being a fashion designer. And I was just so amazed at how well you manage all of those things. And then as I learned more about what you've done as far as your skills when it comes to sewing, your skills when it comes to designing, how you've gone viral, how you have different folks who are like, we need your unique perspective in the fashion industry, and you've all done, and you're still navigating school. Like, it just blew my, like, just like Remy, you blew my mind at your ability to just take lessons and apply them immediately. And let me tell you guys, I won't forget the session that we had where we were talking about, both you and Remy were talking about your target customer and how you were breaking down your business model. And Chanel, you were super apologetic throughout the whole entire presentation, but you didn't even realize how detail oriented and how of an epic storyteller you are. But you had so much doubt in your mind, and William and I were sitting there being blown away at the elite level that you came through with how you were breaking down your business model and what you learned, and how you took all of the challenges from talking to people that you didn't initially want to talk to, and you did that. So Chanel, just know that your growth throughout the 8 weeks of Fosterpreneur was such an honor and a privilege to watch. And just know that you made Fosterpreneur history when it came down to your presentation. And afterwards, and William, I'll have you come up, because I know I can't not have you have things to say. Like, I know you have things to say, William, right? You talked about how you would use Chanel's model as a way for your other business students. So Chanel, just know that you were crushing it all, and you're not even like, you're younger than 25, and you're crushing it. And I just know your future is incredibly bright. I'm going to stop talking now, because I think I saw you backstage, and I'm going to bring you up to the stage. So, hey, Chanel, I'm going to remove myself now. This is your
Hi
moment.
everyone. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm sorry. My phone. Hi everyone. I can't see myself and I can't see y'all, but thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone for giving me another space to express myself and be my creative self, and giving me a community um to connect with. Um I don't even know where to start. I didn't prepare for this at all. I was just asking God to give me some words to say. Um, my experience overall was more than I can even express right now. I'm beyond grateful. I haven't been around another individual because it was obviously only me and Remy. But I haven't been around another individual with obviously a like mind as mine that coming from the same circumstances, being in care and trying to make your own or put out your own blueprint for all the things that you're I don't know, all your goals and all your endeavors that nobody else really understands, or nobody else has their own equipped knowledge or skills, because they didn't take their own risk in their own journeys and the things that we're doing. And I feel like just in this space generally, it opened me back up. It just opened me back up. I started my brand in 2019, and I feel like throughout the entire time I was burning out completely. I just kept going, and I feel like this program came at the right time. Meeting you all came at the right time. And thanks to Naya also, of course, for referring me, recommending me to the program. I feel like it definitely, like I said, it opened me back up. I'm doing all of the things that I was already doing that I should have been doing. And like I said, I'm grateful for this space and how much I was able to just do. Um, it's a lot of things that I guess I want to say, and I'm trying to figure out what's the best thing to say. Um, and being a designer is hard. Having like I said, a space where you're able to even be vulnerable. If I was never vulnerable with y'all that night that I shared certain things with Remy and William, I feel like I would have never got through the program for real. So I think I really do thank y'all in all aspects for helping me be able to be myself. Like I said, I'm from New York, so like we're a little like we here with y'all, but at the same time, we're gonna fill out the room. We're gonna fill out, the vibes first. And I feel like y'all vibes match my energy completely. And it like I said, it transformed everything that I was already working on, and it just made me go more harder for, me being a designer. And now I also do lashes. So I feel like yeah, I could also go on and on. But yeah, for the most part, I'm grateful for how much I was able to just accomplish throughout this 8 weeks. And like I said, it was things I didn't want to do that I'm now doing. Now I have no choice but to do, because like like I said, not having people around you to even say certain things to you also makes a difference. And be able to talk to somebody like William, or obviously somebody like Erica, Remy, Naya, all of you, like it just definitely made a difference in the short amount of time that we just worked together. And yeah, that's really it. That's all I have to say. Yeah, I'm incredibly grateful. Um, like I said, I've been doing a lot, and I feel like, and even I just graduated from school. Well, partially, but anyway, partially graduated, and I feel like it just, I don't know, all of the good things that's coming together for me right now is inspiring me more to just go harder than the things that I'm already doing. So, like I said, thank you for all of your support, and all of your patience with me too. Yeah, I'll say that, because I know I wasn't the best communicator in the beginning. And that too, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like a lot of my own personal challenges were put to the side once I started engaging with y'all more. And yeah, that's also something to be grateful for, because I wouldn't have been able to been like participate in the program as much as I did. So like I said, just thank you for everything.
Oh, Chanel, even in your responses, still staying humble. Still saying humble, but I'm not even mad at it. I'm not even mad at it. I'm going to actually read William's comment here. This is what he said. I'm not sure if you saw it. She was doing top tier business development, navigating New York City and going to school. You are that girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank
so
you.
welcome.
I appreciate y'all. I'm sorry I didn't prep for this. I didn't, but yeah. Thank you. Thank you all for your words, your kind words, and thank you all for your support, and thank you for Remy also being on
It is
being on the same team.
we here. We right here. We're right here. I am gonna go ahead and send you behind back to stage again. So Chanel, thank you for coming up. Thank you for just being who you are, and no more apologies. William, I'm going to call an audible. Before we bring up our amazing commencement speaker, I want to give you an opportunity to just share your reflections, any remarks that you may have, because I think it's important. So, William, are you prepared to do that? Can you confirm for me that that works for you? All right, perfect.
Hello, everyone. My name is William Honolulu Jr., and I have the pleasure of being the principal instructor and the chair of the board of Fosterpreneur. And I just want to say a couple of words about the young ladies that you all just heard from. They are humble in their approach and the way that they presented themselves, but they have done an incredible job. I've had the opportunity to do business consulting for about 20, wow, when you do the math, you're like, wait a minute. But yep, no, 25 years, about 25 years. And in that time, I've never seen the quality of work that these two young women have put together. Especially their target customer assessment. Uh, Erica brought that up earlier. They each took a totally different route in doing their target customer assessment and really digging really deep into what their target customers needed and how their business fit to align and get additional business. But even though they took vastly different approaches, each one was at a caliber that I honestly had never seen before, not just in the Fosterpreneur program, but also in other parts of my life. I've been working with people who have done business consulting for years, and I've worked with people who've been running their business for years, and the level of insight that these women were able to bring to the table was phenomenal. And that's not something I see often, or honestly, I'm trying to remember who I've seen it before from, and I'm struggling. um, Not just that, their technical ability, but the fact that they were able to open up and be vulnerable in this space and to share some personal details, not just about their business, but understanding that their life and their business intertwine, and you can't have one without the other as an entrepreneur. It was phenomenal to have the opportunity to work with them. And I am looking forward to them remembering that although sometimes I send the link that's not, I forget parts of the link, I still send it out. And that link is always available to you all to set an appointment so that we can make some time so that we can continue to help you grow your business. Once you're in Fosterpreneur, you're never out. And so we're looking forward to great things to come and really being able to support you all in the next phases because it's not over. It's just the beginning with us. Did you want me to say anything else, Erica? I will talk and turn this into a whole class if you don't hurry up and get back on here. I'm just. All right. Well, I guess. Oh, okay. All right. Don't worry about the class thing. All right. Okay. Go ahead. You're on mute.
Know that you could have totally turned our graduation into a class, but I want you to keep some of that bottled up because we do have future cohorts and we have other stuff that we're working on. So we can't give them everything all at the same time. We got to give them, breadcrumbs or, just little nuggets so they keep coming back. We can't drop it all. So, but yes, thank you for flowing with me on that audible. I just felt like I could not have you reflect in
I,
that way.
I
So
appreciate you.
thank you. I'm going to send you backstage now. All right. I am going to put us back on track. And let me tell you, every Fosterpreneur graduation that we've had thus far, we always have a commencement speaker. And I'm always super intentional about who we have on the stage. I am really proud of the fact that every graduation we've had thus far has featured somebody who's been an alumni of the foster care system. And I'm excited because today we have our second Fosterpreneur graduate alumni commencement speaker. And that is someone who is near and dear to my heart. And her name is Ashanti Williams. As a matter of fact, when she did Fosterpreneur many moons, but not that long ago, she was Ashanti Rowe. But now she's Ashanti Williams. So congratulations to her on her recent nuptials. I am so proud of you. And I'm just going to give you my reflection of Ashanti before, Ashanti, I bring you up to the stage. If you want to say anything before I play your commencement video, it's totally up to you. But Ashanti joined Fosterpreneur cohort in the fall of 2021. And Ashanti was somebody who, she's a talented singer, a talented orator, and she just goes hard for advocating for young people who've had the lived experience of being in foster care. And Ashanti is based in the A, so shout out Atlanta. And Ashanti was somebody who was so committed to the whole process of Fosterpreneur. Ashanti often joined us from sessions in her car. Ashanti has always been looking for ways to add value. Ashanti, I appreciate you for some of the introductions that you have given me. For like, Erica, do you know this person? This is somebody that they need to be like just singing all the praises about Fosterpreneur, and they need to be putting Fosterpreneur in front of the youth that they serve. Like, you have constantly done that. And today you have been our first alum who has brought a sibling to the Fosterpreneur ether. So Ashanti's younger sister was a part of our Fosterpreneur cohort last spring. So I am just so delighted that Ashanti, you said yes to being a commencement speaker. I'm just so proud of you and the growth that you've had. And I just cannot wait for the world to hear what you have to say. But before I play your pre-recorded speech, I just want to give you the opportunity if you want to say any special remarks before we play your speech. So I'm gonna bring you up to the stage.
Hey y'all. I hope everybody can hear me. Hi everybody. My name is Ashanti Williams. It's all love. My name is spelled wrong on the screen, but it's okay. We're a family around here. I truly appreciate Remy and Chanel, your reflections on how Fosterpreneur poured into you all, because that's truly how they poured into me and other leaders who have gone through the cohorts. Like, it just shows that it's a true testament that Fosterpreneur works, and the things, being able to be in community with other people who are trying to go on their entrepreneurial journey while trying to navigate some of the traumas that they experienced in the past is very much so needed. And so, like, I am so incredibly proud of you ladies. Hope to learn more about your work, because one thing I am as an entrepreneur, I support other businesses. And I see us Black business on here. So I'm definitely down to support whatever you all are doing. Keep going, keep pushing. No matter what this roller coaster called entrepreneurship takes you, continue to push through, because there's light at the end of the tunnel. And people need you, and they need to see you do the things that you are doing, because you never know who you inspire to do more. Like, Chanel, hearing about you being a fashion designer makes me want to jump back into my music bag. Like, I do it here and there because I do a lot of child welfare consulting now, and I sing at different fundraisers, but it's like, I need to tap back into that creative side and do some more things in that lane and in that space. And then Remy, like, your business model for making sure that families are educated and know about the system and how to navigate the system. Chef's kiss, like truly, like, because there's so many families and there's so many educational gaps, and we need more people doing just that all over our nation. And so, like, congratulations to you two ladies. I can't wait to hear more about your businesses. And trust me, if I can, I will definitely slide some business over to your way. And that's all I got, Erica. I hope you all enjoy the speech. I pre-recorded because I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it, but I'm so glad that I was able to jump on. Good afternoon, Fosterpreneur class of 2025. First, let me start with saying this. I am so proud of you, every single last one of you, because finishing in a program like this isn't easy, especially when you're carrying more than what most people could imagine. You've already done something so powerful. You decided that your past would not define your future. You would. As a person who also came through the foster care system, I know what it feels like to be counted out. I know what it feels like to carry trauma while trying to dream big. But here's what I've learned. Those experiences don't disqualify you. They position you, because no one knows how to adapt, survive, and lead like someone who's walked through the fire and still found the strength to believe in more. That's who you are. And that's what makes you a force in business. In today's world, people don't just buy from businesses, they buy from people. They buy from people that they trust, people they like, and people who make them feel seen or can solve their problem. That's why your authenticity is your best business card. Don't water down your story. Don't try to sound like everyone else. Be real. Be bold. Be you. Because your transparency is what connects you to your customers. And connection, that's what keeps them coming back. When they feel your heart, they believe in your brand. So don't be afraid to dream big. Not safe dreams, not the dreams that fit inside your trauma or your past pain. I'm talking about those big dreams that are so big they scare you. That's the sweet spot. You're not just business owners, you're legacy builders, change agents, dreamers with receipts. And when the dream feels too big to carry alone, don't. That's what you have people like Erica and Will for. People who are more than just mentors. They are vision carriers. Every great entrepreneur has mentors. No one builds anything meaningful alone. Lean on them. Learn from them. Keep asking questions even beyond Fosterpreneur. Let them help you grow beyond what you can currently see. So, what truly makes a great entrepreneur? Well, here are 5 things I want you to carry from here on out. Number 1, resilience. You already got this. You've lived this. And it's what allows you to rise when things get too hard. Number 2, vision. The ability to see beyond what is possible before it exists. Don't lose your imagination. Number 3, integrity. Let your word mean something. Trust is what builds brands and relationships. Number 4, adaptability. You'll face setbacks. Trust me, I faced a couple of them. It's the best way that founders pivot and not panic. 5, authenticity. The most powerful marketing tool you have is to be your real self and lead with it. Now that you've completed the Fosterpreneur program, the question is, what will you do with what you've begun? What will you do with what you've been given? You have tools now. You have support. You have a foundation. And most importantly, you have your story that deserves to be seen and heard. Don't play small because of where you started. You're the proof that greatness can come from hard places. So going forward and build
and build boldly, build authentically, and never forget that you're not doing this alone. You've got mentors, you've got community, and you've got a story that is still being written, one powerful chapter at a time. So to you, I say to the class of 2025, congratulations. I'm so incredibly proud of you, like I said before, and continue to go forth and prosper. Thank you so much. Your big sis in the foster care advocacy world, Ashanti. Bye, y'all.
I just like to just get on here and have my mic muted. So what I was saying was, Ashanti, I knew you were going to drop jewels, but I didn't know that they were going to be those types of jewels. And I knew you were the right person to come and address this class. And I love the chat that I see about the connections and just how you talked. You always have such an encouraging word, and your energy is infectious. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Ashanti, I don't think you have anything else that you want to say, but I want it up. You're all good. Okay, perfect. So what I would like to do now, Remy and Chanel, of course it wouldn't be a graduation if there weren't like graduation gifts and surprises and all that stuff. At least for me, that's what I think. So I want to announce what our surprise is for you. And for those of you all who are chiming in, each of our students has undergone entrepreneurship training for the past 8 weeks. And like I mentioned at the top of the hour, it was an absolute privilege to watch them on their journeys, just to see their personal growth, their entrepreneur growth, and everything in between. And as you all know, this is just the first step in your journeys. And what we want to do for each of you is on en route our special graduation gifts. So one of the things that you may not know about me is that I do like to journal. So every Fosterpreneur graduate gets a customized Fosterpreneur journal, which you will receive shortly. And in each journal, it has a quote by that's a Chinese proverb that ties to the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I love this quote because it's just a reminder is that each step that you take gets you closer to that goal. And sometimes the first thing you need to do is just take that first step to help you execute on your goals and your vision. So it's just a reminder for you to just be grounded in the fact that you have everything you need inside of you to be successful. And not only that, you may have seen William and myself and a few of us wearing Fosterpreneur t-shirts. If you can see mine now. And each Fosterpreneur graduate is going to get a customized Black Fosterpreneur tee. And the reason why I say Black is because only Fosterpreneur alumni get the Black tees, and the Fosterpreneur team, of course. So it's an exclusive thing. And on top of that, you also will receive an opportunity to apply for seed funding for your business. So I'm super excited because this is something that is new for us within the past year. Each of you will shortly receive a link where you can submit an application so we can bless you as you continue to grow your business. So that's your opportunity to apply for seed funding. And on top of that, our friends over at Black Speakers Network have decided to give a discounted membership to their renowned platform. So at Black Speakers Network, because both of you guys are interested in speaking and growing your business in that way, they have a whole wide variety of different resources, trainings that you can plug into to monetize speaking as a part of your entrepreneurship journey. So you will receive links to check out their platform and be a part of this world renowned community. So shout out to BSN for their support in that way. And I also want to share with each of you that, as William said before, our doors are always open. So what that additionally looks like is you can always grab an appointment with us. That is a privilege that you have as a Fosterpreneur alum. I know you all know that William is also an attorney. So any contracting support that he can provide you with, you can receive that, I believe, for free 99. But William, please correct me if I am wrong about that in the chat. So I want to just say congratulations to you. Yes, William confirmed that it is free. So free 99 for your contracting needs as a member of our Fosterpreneur community. And I just want to say, for those of you who are chiming in, thank you for joining us this afternoon. We invite you to connect with us at Fosterpreneur on LinkedIn, Fosterpreneurs on Instagram, and Fosterpreneur via Facebook. And we will be announcing the dates for our fall 2025 cohort shortly. And just check us out on social media. Come to our site to donate to us because we definitely need your support as well. And I just want to say thank you again for everyone who chimed in, everyone who was a part of the journey and the process this year. We could not do it without you. So until next time, we will see you on the other side. Bye, y'all.